you, dear Limited Vacation Club members, and welcome to another live streaming. Bienvenidos a otro live streaming. Today we are featuring our UVC Destinations series, nuestras series de UVC Destinations, and we are visiting the gorgeous Mazatlán city, one of our favorite brand new destinations for Unlimited Vacation Club and Amstar. And today, en el día de hoy, tenemos un invitado especial. Está con nosotros Jesús Satriani.
Satriani.
Ya, Satriani es un guitarrista. I just recall. Y bueno, Jesus es aquí el representante de Amstar con nosotros en Mazatlán. Thank you for being with us. Gracias por estar con nosotros.
It's a pleasure. Es un placer, claro.
So today we're gonna take you right to one tour, the city tour.
Yeah, the city tour is one of the most popular tours because it is really recommended for the ones who come for the first time to this destination. And you're going to visit the most interesting spots of the city. For example, the Malecón lighthouse, which is one of the highest in Latin America as well.
Wow.
And there's a bridge, glass bridge on the top of that mountain. It is around 157 meters high.
Wow.
So you can see all the entire city.
So Mazatlán has so much to offer. So it's not just that, but there's another fishing tours and another activity, right?
Of course, we have, for example, fishing tours as well for the ones who want to get acquainted with the history of the city or with the surroundings. We have as well tours to villages.
Okay.
Villages, for example, Tequila Distillery, which is really interesting because you will be taken to a dancing horse show, which is really incredible because you can see something that you haven't ever seen before, maybe.
Yes, definitely.
And then you're taken to the Tequila Distillery, where you will be explained about the process of the tequila.
Entonces el proceso del tequila, una destilería y muchas cosas que hemos que hacer aquí. Y el día de hoy tenemos en especial el del City Tour, que es el que vamos a explorar, para que si ustedes vayan sabiendo un poco de lo que ocurre en Mazatlán. This is a very, very interesting destination. It's one of our Mexican classics from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and it's now coming back with so much power. Mazatlán, of course, the music, the food, some of the best seafood that there's around, and of course staying at the gorgeous Dreams Estrella del Mar Golf and Spa Resort here, Mazatlán. Así es que, bueno, es que mejor, ¿no? Así es que let's get started y vámonos para allá. So we are here right now at the aquarium?
At the aquarium, yeah. This is one of the newest aquariums in the city. And this aquarium is similar to ruins coming from the ocean. That is why it has this kind of architecture, which is similar to ruins.
I love the color.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Texture.
It is important to mention as well that it's one of the biggest aquariums in Latin America. It is the second biggest aquarium.
Yeah, because in Latin America is this kind of a new thing. There's one in Mexico City, in Veracruz, and this one. So for Mexico, and so this is a brand new thing. You have to try it next time you come and visit. It's an opportunity to get to know this new attraction into the city of Mazatlán. Also, we have to let you know that this is kind of river. Es un río en particular?
Sí, es una laguna de hecho. It's a lake.
This kind of this lake has like a new boardwalk here, so you keep walking aquí con tipo malecón, and people come here running and do different activities. It's like just very, very nearby the area of the main malecón. So the main malecón, the main avenue where you see all the hotels and all the stuff in downtown. The next street, just down the street, there's another avenue, is this one. where you find the aquarium.
The aquarium.
And you have this kind of new trendy thing that will open new restaurants and condos and stuff around. So it's a new part of Mazatlán, very interesting. So I recommend, if you're visiting, you should stop by as well.
Yeah. In fact, it is important to mention as well that the Malecón of Mazatlán is one of the longest in Latin America as well. It has 9 kilometers long, and all along the Malecón you can find many different monuments, full of history, of course. For example, el Monumento a la Pulmonía, which is really good as well. Los Monos Bichis.
So you have different monuments along the Malecón, muchos tipos de monumentos alrededor de la avenida Malecón, que es una de las más largas, 9 kilómetros, también aquí en México es de las más largas. También hay una larga que es la de Acapulco, pero creo que esta es la más larga, toda la de Acapulco, así es. En Iztapa es más corto, y en otras ciudades. Entonces es algo muy interesante para Mazatlán, lo distingue, it makes like a very feature or highlight of the city. And let's continue showing a little more clips about the areas that we're visiting today, so you can have an idea of what to expect when you book with Amstar and UVC on your next vacations with us. So this is part also of the Malecón, but we're right now where the divers actually jump from this little cliff.
This is one of the most popular spots in the city. This is called El Clavadista in Spanish, and in English we call it cliff divers. This is a 14 meters high rock, as you can see, and divers dive into the ocean, which is really fantastic.
There's water down there.
Sí. Yeah.
¿Y luego se avientan por cuánto tiempo? ¿Cómo es?
No, a veces más que nada duran algunos minutos para aventarse, más que nada para captar más la atención de más personas y así acumular más propina, ¿no?
Claro, so what they do is actually to get tips.
Yeah,
they jump for you.
Yeah,
so we can offer actually, right? Yeah. There was like a diver that told us, I jump, and some of the way of living.
Yeah,
forma de vida.
That's a form of life, of course. Es una forma de vida y cada uno cobra un precio diferente, por así decirlo.
Very, very interesting. We know the divers from Acapulco, which is very famous, but the other one is different. It's a cliff like hidden, very tall. This is another area. It takes place right over here, and they jump down there
into the ocean.
Into the ocean.
It's really dangerous.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not. It's very dangerous because it's not too deep, It's not too deep, so they have to know where they're going to dive, because si fallan se pueden golpear con una
Of course,
piedra.
if they fail, they're gonna be hit by the rocks. But this is very interesting because Alice, if you turn around a little, they can see a little this area where they have beautiful views from these kind of little hills. And there's a lot of these little hills around in the area. And also we just wanted to show and share with you part of these different attractions that are very, very interesting and very fun from Mazatlán, right?
Yes, there are many different spots which are really beautiful and of course
very unique.
All right, that's right.
Let's continue with more from Mazatlán UVC Destinations. So I'm just here ready to drive my old car, which it's known as pneumonia or pulmonia. Pulmonia, that's a weird name.
Yeah, it's pulmonia.
Pulmonia is pneumonia in English, but why they call like a disease these cars?
One of the meanings of this transportation, it's because it is open. It is an open transportation. So with the fresh wind that it is in winter, you can get pneumonia. So this is why we call it pulmonia, which means pneumonia in English. That is why.
So they used to use them in the 60s as an attraction, and run people on them, and they say, well, don't use it, because if you use it, you will caught pneumonia because you were driving fast and through the heat. So now that's the story, right?
Yeah,
so it was like, don't use it, and then the name sticked for over the years. So they call it pneumonia a las pulmonías. A los carritos. Y ahora encuentran, ustedes miren como esos que van ahí en la calle. Aquí viene otra list justamente atrás. Viene otra pulmonía. And you can use these little cars and take a trip around the Malecón. So you pay for them and then they bring you and give you a
It works
tour.
like taxi. It works like a taxi.
It works like a taxi as well. But you can get just the tour. They have the number. If you see Pulmonia 468, so it's like a very, very interesting thing to do. So next time you're here on Mazatlán, don't forget to try this style here of this Malecón that it was also, as you see, renovated recently. A lot of attractions, a lot of condos are opening here. So there's a new vibe in the city of Mazatlán, Sinaloa, in the central northern state of Sinaloa in Mexico. Let's continue and watch more. So we wanted to take just a minute to show you the wonderful view of Cerro de la Nevería, right?
Cerro de la Nevería, one of the tallest here in Mazatlán, and you can see here all the view of the city, which is really interesting. So it's so beautiful. You can see part of the Malecón, the city, all the buildings, and as you can see, all the city is in construction. There are a lot of infrastructure.
New condos, the hotels opening. So we see a lot of those that are being built currently. Also, this is not the only observatory. I mean, there's an observatory.
There's an observatory
that is open in another part of the city. And there's also El Faro.
El Faro, the lighthouse, is situated almost in front of the Cerro de la Nevería.
So you have the complete views of the city. So this is just an extra one that is located here nearby downtown. So you can have a quick view, stop by here if you're don't have the time to go to the other attractions. You can stop by here and make a quick, overview of the city around. And
you can see the 3 islands that are in front of the city of Mazatlán. It is Isla de Chivos, Isla de Venados e Isla de Pájaros, la última que se ve al fondo. La única en la que se tiene acceso es Isla de Venados, que la conocemos como Isla del Medio. In English we call it Deer Island, which is the only island that you can visit. It is really popular because it's beach. It's really calm. There are not waves,
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really beautiful because the beach.
Because of the beach and...
Yeah, it's just behind the island.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like a lake, no waves.
Wow, amazing and stunning. It's all right. So, let's continue with more from Mazatlán. here next to the Pedro Infante statue because Pedro Infante is one of the icons of the golden era of the Mexican cinema, and he was born actually, if I'm not mistaken, in Guamuchil. I was going to say Guayaquil, no, that's in Ecuador.
Yeah,
In Guamuchil, Sinaloa.
that's a small village.
Fact, there is a small village nearby here. I mean, qué bonita área, Hicieron un homenaje. Viene ahí, there's a gentleman here playing the music of Pedro Infante, so you can feel the environment. And also, you get closer, you approach here this statue, and they say that after he was born, came to live into the city of Mazatlán, in this state of Sinaloa, which is where he's from, and which is very, very famous from, and spent part of his life. Obviously, he worked very young in Mexico City and in other places where he had so many famous films that may mark a history, and he died very young.
And different music as well, different kind of songs.
Yeah, he passed away very, very early in an accident, and his best moment when he was, I think, 29 or something. If I'm not mistaken, leave it on the comments if you know exactly. But has very, very famous songs, canciones muy famosas que lo hicieron icónico, along with Jorge Negrete, Solís, and other different artists. So let's just take a quick picture here so you can see where we are in the statue of Pedro Infante. A lo mejor ustedes saben de qué falleció o no? Accidente aéreo. It was like a plane accident. So this is famous for the picture. So let's come back here and stop by at this monument of Pedro Infante right here. Let's continue with this view of Mazatlán. So over there, as you see in the left, in that little mountain is called El Faro.
Del Faro, the lighthouse.
The lighthouse. So there's a path to go all the way up. So usually tours just take you down there, and then you have to walk like around 365 steps. And so
First of all, you have to climb to go up by the path, and then go up by the stairs, which is the hardest of the place,
Yeah, it's to go all the way up. So you take one step per day, it takes a year.
Yeah.
Oh, the way up. And then you have a lot of different miradores, so you can see different vistas around here. We're gonna go down there to one of those that is kind of famous. If I'm not mistaken, this is the area of the Circuito del Centenario o Paseo del Centenario.
That's right.
That it was built years ago, and it's a very, very touristic, different tour that you can take along with Amstar when you visit this tour of the city center.
See, yeah, of course, so that you can learn the history, which is the most important of this place.
Take a look to that view, it's beautiful.
And this monument right in front of us, the monument to the one who has wrote the song of Sinaloa, of Mazatlán.
Who has written the Mazatlán corrido, the song of old corrido traditional Mexican music.
Actually, it's banda.
They made it with banda, and it's Jose Alfredo Jimenez, right?
That's right.
He wasn't born here. I mean, but they made this statue as a tribute
Because he has wrote the song of the city.
Exactly. So this is a very nice to walk here and show our members and guests, the possibility of getting to know this destination of Mazatlán. That is very fun, and when you take the Pulmonía the tour when you come and do.
And the coolest thing is that you can see this amazing view, you know. In fact, those rocks in front of this monument, we call them piedras blancas.
Piedras blancas.
And the main reason why it is they have that kind of color is because they have a bird crab, popó de pájaro.
Wow.
That is why it has that kind of color, you know?
Yes. So take a look into him right over here. So we have José Alfredo Jiménez tribute. And there's a big hat. Hay un sombrero gigante aquí, Alice, que dice sombrero de José Alfredo Jiménez. Oh, we have like another like kind of photo attraction that we didn't know that existed. And then we have these stunning views. Yeah. Qué hermoso, Alice.
Muy lindo chat.
You can see the islands from here and the rest of the city.
Y el faro.
And the lighthouse, sí, el faro. El faro mide el
¿Sí o no? Alfaro es el gobernador. Ah, el faro. Que ven aquí tiene la vista ideal para subir.
Para subir así es por sendero. Y luego suben los escalones. Que esta parte un poquito más pesada se podría decir, los escalones.
Now tell me something, where do you take the ferry to go to Los Cabos? Because we were told that you can take a ferry from Mazatlán and get your car inside there and then go to the gorgeous Cabo San Lucas.
It is like right here at the port. There's a port, yeah. It's over there, almost in front of Stone Island. That's where the ferry arrives.
So the ferry arrives in Stone Island, la isla de la piedra que está cruzando ahí.
Sí, cruzando aquí a la vuelta de este cerro.
So just turning around here, you will find Stone Island where you can cross and actually have the possibility to take your car and spend some hours. ¿Cuántas horas son a Los Cabos?
A Los Cabos, no sabría decir cuántas son.
Seguro de ser más de 6 mínimo.
Sí, alrededor de 6 horas, así es.
Seguro que sí, es like by plane is only 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But
and there are not only ferries, there are cruise ships arriving here every Wednesday, you know.
There are the cruises that come from LA and then they go down to Cabo and then they come here. And also the ideal thing of the ferry is that if you were driving from Dallas, Houston or somewhere inside Mexico, which is Guadalajara, Mexico City or somewhere, you sometimes don't want to go to Los Cabos and go all the way to Tijuana, all the way to the north in Sonora and go down again the peninsula. And you just want to come here to Mazatlán, spare some time, and then
it's a shorter way to go there.
A shorter way. So that's very, very interesting. So, Jesus, we really want to thank you for showing us, this amazing destination of Mazatlán with this faro, with this view. And we invite our members to check out on our website of UVC. They can book through UVC Amstar Transportation, or they can also book tours. And in the website of Amstar, you find all the different tours available. But also on site, once that you are, cuando ya estén ustedes en el resort de Dreams Estrella del Mar Mazatlán, you can look for Jesus.
Yes. I'll be very glad, and Rocio, my partner, will be very glad for having you here to this destination. And we're going to wait on you. Any kind of question you have in the hotel or about tours, you can ask with any kind of problem.
And also they have, since they are from here, they have all the information. Son de aquí, ellos saben toda la información de todos los diferentes tours adicionales, because obviously there's so much more to do here. There's fishing, there's other kind of cruises and stuff, city tours,
country tours,
and
their island as well.
Exactly, so there's much more to know and you just can have an idea, but this video was precisely just to let you know in a quick, review some of the little tiny things you can find out here whenever you are visiting the stunning Mazatlán, Mexico. Muchas gracias. De nada, un gusto. Pleasure. And well, we'll see you in another UVC destination, going through a different Unlimited Vacation Club city and destination here for you. So we'll see you in another one very soon.